Hey everyone, Kyle here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to cold email to get customers. So there is a few steps to ultimately doing this. First is getting contact info, sending emails, getting meetings, and ultimately closing deals. So I'll be walking through each of these stages and hopefully helping you guys out to get some customers through cold emailing. So the first thing you need to think about is getting contact info. So really what you should do before you start getting contact info is build out an ICP. And there's really four main ways to do this. And ICP stands for Ideal Customer Profile. So these are going to be the people you're essentially selling to. So the way to do this is you want to think about employee title, you want to think about company size, industry, and location. So if you're selling, let's just say marketing services, maybe you want to be selling to CEOs of company sizes from 5 to 15 employees, and you want to work with any industry and you want it to be local to you. So let's just say Salt Lake City for this example. It's going to be different for every single different product or service, but you want to think about these four things before you start sending out emails. After that, the next thing to do is to build out your email script. So what you want to do in your email script is you want to give them a clear value proposition and a clear call to action. So there are a bunch of strategies for writing out an email script, but ultimately you want to have a solid value prop plus a clear call to action. So let's just, for this example, we're talking about our marketing services. So you could talk about how we've helped other Salt Lake City businesses generate an extra $10,000 in revenue from our marketing services. And then you want to have a clear call to action, which would be something like, would you be open to a 30-minute Zoom meeting, maybe this week or next? Can you let me know what your calendar looks like? And once you do that and build out your email script, the third thing you're going to want to do is get the proper data. So like I said, let's just use an example, ICP. So let's do CEOs of 5+ employee companies, any industry in Salt Lake City. So that is our ICP. The next thing, you have to get their professional business email address. So the tool I have right up here is a tool called snov.io, and they have a database search, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do exactly what I said. So let's do Salt Lake City. Their job title is going to be CEO. And then, like I said, company size. And this one's giving us 11 to, let's just do 11 to 50 for this example. So as you can see, we have the CEO, Salt Lake City, 11 to 50. In the database search tool, which you could find in their dashboard just under database search. Let's go ahead and let this load. Give it a second. And as you can see, we have our prospect list loaded up. I do not have premium for this, so just ignore that, but we could see we have CEOs in Salt Lake City. What we could go ahead and do is add this to our list. So this could be our marketing agency list. We go ahead and create that list, add it to the list, and it goes ahead and gives us the email. So what we want to do is get at least 100 emails per day. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. We just add this to our marketing agency list. And now we really have an ICP, we have a built out email script, and now we have the proper data. After this, after we get all this data, let me go ahead and erase this. So this would be step 1. Step 2 is to send, and I'll put this in black again, send 100 to 150 emails per day. So there is a lot of strategy that goes behind email, really cold email in general, but you do not want to burn out your domain or your email address. And if you're sending over 150 emails per day on a domain or your email address, you could definitely burn out your domain, and it's not going to work as well, and you're going to start ending up in spam. After that, once you're sending 100 to 150 emails per day, the goal is really to get at least 1 to 2 meetings per day. If you're doing this, you're on a really good path just with cold email. You could also do cold calling. You could also DM people on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that, and generate more meetings in this. So let me go ahead and put this as step 3. And then finally, step 4 after this is to try and close 20% of Zoom meetings. And for this example, we're doing Zoom meetings, but you could definitely do in-person meetings. But this is really the exact strategy you want to go through. So you want to, like I said, build out an ICP, build out your email scripts, get the proper data, start sending 100 to 150 emails per day. Goal is to get 1 to 2 meetings. And then if all of these things are lining up, you should be closing around 20% of your meetings. You could do this for a bunch of different things: marketing services, SaaS, software in general, web development services, literally tons of services. So this is the exact strategy to get email, to get customers from cold email. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want more marketing content, go ahead and subscribe down below.